Hello and welcome to day 51 of the 365-day meditation challenge, where I challenge myself to meditate for 1 hour a day in 2 sessions of 31 minutes. Today was a super productive day. I've actually made a beautiful painting course, as you can see right over here, this cute little sunflower vase. And I also did 2 tutorials about how to get better footage for the ZVE10 and how to color grade for dummies. Color grading for dummies. So my simple way of color grading HLG footage and all kinds of other film and videos and all kinds of things that I've created. I have a very simple process of color grading, just focusing on getting the right white balance and the right colors, and then also adding some contrast. Today was quite interesting due to the fact that I filmed quite a bit. I've also edited during the day. I made this course, so super productivity because I don't consume any social media. So that's super nice to have this freedom to just spend hours and hours creating and tinkering and making paintings and courses and being creative overall. Let's start the meditation right now. And there you go. The meditation is over. I've been distracted once again by this video that I have in my mind, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it. It's such a complex idea. I just have this idea to clone myself and start. I did one today where I cloned myself, and it was the video is titled, you can find it on the channel. It's titled How I Feel When I Clean, Whenever I Clean. And I'm me twice. And one of them is here and one of them is right over there. And the other one is in reverse, and it's putting things on the table, garbage, taking things out of the garbage and putting them on the table. In reverse, I was actually taking them away, but then I reversed the footage. So it kind of seems as if I'm adding them to the table. And this other guy is trying to fix things, and it's only 40 seconds, the other video, and it's no talking at all. And the other video is like, it doesn't only have 2 clones, it has like 3 or 4 or 5. And not only that, but they kind of interact with each other. Like, for instance, the middle one, the guy who's talking, he passes caps to the other ones. So and this cap would be, at some point in the video, everyone would have the same cap. But then this guy, when he starts, this middle guy who's talking, me, he's going to talk about having caps, having different hats, and he's going to pass to the guy next to him a hat, and the other guy is just going to take it instantly. So you have to figure out how to make that floating object to put it over there so it's already there when this other guy goes in and takes it, and it has to have the right timing. So that's gonna be difficult, and the guy in that corner is gonna actually, when this guy is gonna say, let me paint you a picture, he's gonna actually go and sit down and paint a picture. And it's like super confusing, because at the end, the guy who painted the picture will stand up and start the video again saying, let me paint, and he's gonna start to talk about the video again. So it's like gonna be like, whoa. And then at some point, the editing guy, the third guy, is gonna come in and start editing behind me, like not behind the guy who's talking, but next to him on the right, like on this desk. And he's gonna then the video would zoom out a bit, and then it's over the shoulder, and the guy on the desk was actually watching the video playback with all of the effects, and now we are shooting like coming out of his screen slowly and then a bit faster, and then it's basically shooting over his shoulder while he's editing and color grading and making different things. And I'm wondering how to cut back to the video. Like, what's the ending to cut back to the video? I think it would be just easy to just punch in back and go through the screen, and then yeah, it's super crazy. So fun times. And I think it would be super interesting well, I'm just adding to the ideas. And I kind of, what's it called? I kind of want to shoot it. I give myself the freedom to shoot it, to make it 5 times, to film it 5 times, and to go to the end with it and edit it and do everything else, because I want to, even if at any point I need to change something, a small little detail, I'm gonna have to reshoot everything to make that editing. So it would be like I probably can do two shootings a day, but the editing part is gonna be difficult. So I don't know exactly how everything will fit. Like when I will mask transitions, because I know I'm gonna mask a transition because I need this guy who's sitting like who's like, yeah, it's difficult. It's crazy to talk about it and explain how complex it is, but it's going to be fun to really play around with those kinds of ideas and those kinds of videos. It's going to be very, very difficult to actually pull off. I'm going to actually make a painting while the video is going because I want to like do a fast forward, like a time lapse of a painting while I'm painting it to illustrate the fact that you need to be better at so many things and to be good at so many things. So I'm gonna have a I'm gonna actually make a painting over there in time lapse. So these clones of mine will move at different speeds. So the timing, and I have to precisely time everything so that I can really understand when to pick up things and when to like it's a whole choreography that I have to figure out in order to create something and to jerry rig everything. Like I have to put things on sticks and like tie them and make them detachable so I can take a cap, for instance, or another object or something like that. Maybe even the MacBook, but I wouldn't do that because it's expensive. So I wouldn't put it on something. I could put it on a table or on something else like that. Yeah. So maybe all the props could be interacted, like all of the clones would just pass things to each other. That would be so crazy. Like imagine that this middle clone would pass to someone, it would pass to one clone a thing, and then 1 minute later he gets something back. So there is real interaction in between clones. So maybe he needs a prop, and this editing guy is giving him a prop and some other things, and he's passing back things whenever he says a word, and the other guy just takes them. That's gonna be super fun. I think that's interesting to think about. And all of these props would be there from the beginning, and then this guy takes them, and this other guy, yeah. So that's just about it. This was session one. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.